The first practice for Uddiyana Bandha is to start to get the abdominal wall muscles strong. So the first breath we're going to do is just a strong exhalation, and the inhalation, the belly's just bouncing back out and filling up with air. So make sure as you exhale, which is where the breath should normally go, you're pulling the tummy back in, but it's got to come in below the navel, not just above the navel. It's got to come below, behind and above the navel. So you can even start there trying to pull in below the navel. A lot of people can't even get below the navel. So just put your hand below the navel and see if you can pull back toward the spine there. And then bring the fingers at the navel. See if you can pull back toward the spine at the navel. And then bring the hands above the navel, right at the adrenals, where most people pull back but not get the lower muscles, the lower mesenteries holding up the organs. So now pull in below the navel, pull in behind the navel, pull in above the navel, and release. Try to pull in below the navel, behind the navel, above the navel, and release. Below, behind, above, and release. So now when you breathe, take a full breath in, belly expanding through the nose. And as you breathe out, push the whole belly back. Make sure you're getting below the navel. So inhale, full expansion. Exhale, push it all back. A few more times. Nice long spine. You can even rest the hands on the knees. So we're going to keep this breath going, but as we progress with the breath, we're going to speed the breath up. You can only do a fast breath if you're not pregnant. You can't do it if you have gastric or stomach ulcers or high blood pressure. You would just do a longer, slow breath. So we start with a long, slow breath and slowly speed the breath up until we come to a pant. Now, if while you're in that panting breath, you start to feel discomfort or spasm in the organs, slow the breath down, stop, wait for the discomfort to release, and then begin the breath again. Don't keep pushing if there's tension coming around the organs. But you'll know if there is, because you'll start feeling like spasmy feelings. So you just stop and breathe and let those muscles relax again. So if we just follow my breath to start with, just resting the hands on the knees. Full breath in, belly expanding. Full breath out, push it all back. Close your eyes, drop the shoulders, lengthen the back of the neck. Just breathe. You might start feeling a little dizzy because you've just increased the flow of blood and the flow of oxygen through your body. So just give that breath time to settle. It's a good way to cleanse the body and to cleanse the blood, bringing fresh blood through as you bring the blood pressure up, bringing oxygen into the blood and strengthening all the organs. So you can repeat this breath 2 or 3 times over. You may not be able to breathe as many breaths as I did just then. You may be able to breathe more. You just go to where you're at the moment. So the second breath is, we're going to bring our hands Fingertips touch the floor first, palms touch the floor. This is all the lead up to the strengthening muscles to perform Uddiyana correctly. So the next one is we're going to breathe right out with the tongue out, and breathe with the tongue out. So full breath in, eyes wide open. Again, come up to straight, drop the shoulders, long back of the neck. Just close the eyes, close the mouth, breathe deeply. Wait for the dizziness to dissipate. Just close your eyes and relax. When you breathe out with the tongue out, it helps to push even more toxin out of your body. These are great detoxing exercises. Eyes wide open also helps to push the toxins out of your body. So again, you can practice this for a few rounds as well until you begin to get stronger. If you can't get the abdominal lift when we're doing it, these are the exercises you have to keep practicing before you can move on to the full Uddiyana. So this time, again, just bringing the fingers to touch the floor first, palms coming down. We're going to do that same exercise but without the breath. The tongue's going to be out. We're pretending we're breathing, but we're just going to pant the abdomen. So we can breathe right out, tongue out. No breathing. And breathe. Then we come to the full practice of Uddiyana. So we're bringing our hands onto our knees and straightening our arms, making the spine nice and straight. So first we'll just do Uddiyana Bandha at the beginning. So take a full breath in, belly expanding. Sink into the sit bones. Hold the breath in. Press the chin to the chest. When you can't hold the breath any longer, bend the elbows. Lift the head, straight spine, straight back of the neck, and then breathe. Wait for the breath to come back to normal. So this is increasing the function of the thyroid gland.